How's it going, everybody? Matt here again. So today, finally, something big is happening. I mean, a lot of big things have happened with the Miata, but this is one thing that I've been bitter about for at least a year now. It's needed a hitch. I have a track day trailer, as you can maybe see in the corner. I've talked about it on the channel before, but I have never been able to actually tow it with any of my track cars. It's been sitting in my garage for 3 years, and my fiance, you can see right there, Jocelyn, she hates that little trailer. She wishes it wasn't in our garage. So what I'm gonna do is install the hitch. I mentioned in the last video, or one of the last videos, that I have a hitch for the car, as well as all these other parts that are gonna be installed. Hitch is coming first because we're gonna be doing a full exhaust on this car, a full dual exit, blast tip, awesome exhaust, but it's gonna have to go around the hitch, you know, because I feel like hitch needs to come before exhaust so we can custom make the exhaust around the hitch. So with that being said, I'm gonna hope it fits with the blast tip that's on there right now. That tip is definitely not factory. So we'll see how it goes. Looks so little now. It's just a little bitty hitch. It looks so much bigger in the video I watched on how to install it, but this thing is tiny. The hardware, it's the first time I've ever used carriage bolts to install a hitch. The only other hitch I've ever done was on a Chevy Camaro, and it was really, really easy. All right, car's on the Car is on the ramps. Wow, my camera is destroying the inside of those tires. Those are just messed up. I need new tires. Anyway, that's something for another video. I think because I have a totally different aftermarket muffler here that I don't even need to take the muffler off for this install, but we will see. Wow, it's so messy under there. I probably should have cleaned this car before I did this. Well, I guess we're just gonna send it. This is all still muddy. I didn't even realize it, but I haven't actually taken this thing and washed the undercarriage. This is all muddy from the drift event when I went off track. But I cleaned the mounting surfaces where this hitch is gonna mount. It's not perfect, but it'll be fine for my purposes, and then I will spray the crap out of the undercarriage when I am done. One thing I do have to do is cut a square little area out for where the hitch receiver is actually gonna stick out. I'll show you guys what that looks like when I'm done. This first part I did without filming because I'd never really done it before. The Miata comes with these factory holes right up here that I had to hollow out a little more than normal. And then I snuck a carriage bolt in through that hole and down through this mounting hole. I understood the premise of a carriage bolt, but I never actually used one. So what it does is it allows you to fish a bolt through something where you can't get to the other side. Basically this part feeds onto the wire. Pretty cool little setup. Here, focus. You get the backing plate onto the wire, and then you actually screw the bolt into this little threaded end of the wire, and you stick the whole thing through the holes, if that makes sense. I'll show you on the next one after I widen out the hole. All right, I'll try to get an angle of what the carriage bolt looks like going in. I don't know if that was obvious or not, but it works pretty well. I should really be using some safety glasses here. Quick little interlude. I don't have the right tool to finish the job here. I need an 11/16 inch wrench, and for some reason all I have goes up to 9/16 for wrenches. I don't have the biggest toolkit in the world, so that's just the way it is. I'm gonna run, grab a wrench. I might even get a set of ratcheting wrenches. I've wanted ratcheting wrenches forever. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's the ticket. I was kind of hoping to be able to buy some ratcheting wrenches today, but they didn't have them. So what I needed this wrench for, you can see way up there. How do I gotta focus. That little guy right there, I have to get some, like a wrench or a socket on, and there's not enough room on the backside for me to get a socket in there, so a wrench it is. Okay, so as you can see, I've got all 4 of those bolts in, same on the other side. Then I've got those 2 that were way up there, they're tight. The last part of this whole thing is that I have to drill a hole and put 1 more carriage bolt in there, and then we're good to go. It's on that one on that side and then 1 on the other, and we're good to go. So I'll see if I can film that somehow. All right, boys, we've got ourselves a hitch. Check it out. There she is. I can finally tow my track day trailer. And I'll be honest, it doesn't look that terrible. Like, you won't even really notice it as much when I've got 2 massive blast pipes sticking out each side. It's black. It goes okay with the car. Some people probably think it looks funny on like a, a track day sort of thing, but people who haul their stuff with them, they will understand how this helps a lot. So 200-pound tongue weight, says I can tow up to 2,000 pounds. Obviously, a 2,500-pound car is not gonna tow 2,000 pounds, but my little 200-pound Harbor Freight track day trailer should be just fine. So let's do one quick run through just at the very end of how this whole thing went together. So this hole was already here. That hole I had to drill. I had to widen out this hole with a bit, with one of these guys. Widened out this hole so I can get the carriage bolts in both sides. That's on both sides. And then we've got 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And up above, you can see that last one right up there. That's in a hole that already exists in the Miata, like, subframe or whatever. Other than that, like, it really is pretty quick. I could have probably knocked this out, I don't know, half hour to an hour faster than I did. I would say this whole thing took me an hour and a half total. And that's probably including my trip to O'Reilly Auto Parts to grab that wrench. So I hope you guys like this. It's a Kurt trailer hitch. I would recommend it. It looks nice. Some people aren't about having hitches on their sports cars. I don't really care. The car still does exactly what I want it to do. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this, and thank you. I will see you guys in the next one. I can't wait to haul my tires with me, finally, like instead of having to rely on friends. So peace out and stay shifty.